Good morning, YouTube. It's Cherise here. It's currently 5:55 a.m. on June 3rd. I'm so excited. Oh, excuse me. I'm so excited because my Founders Day is coming up, Sigma Alpha Iota, and I helped compose a couple songs that I have a sister in DC. Shout out to Kenesha Williams. She's helping arranging. Well, she's not really helping. She's just doing it. She just volunteered. So she's arranging some of my original compositions and she's performing and recording them. So I'm going to release those to the YT on June 12th, but I'll have them on my Facebook a little bit earlier. So if you're interested to hear, they're nothing hardcore. They're quite simple actually, but they send the message that we want to send for our Founders Day. Just, being thankful for our founders, being thankful for our sisterhood, and being thankful for the gift of music. So yeah, I got some coffee in here. Freshly made. It's really hot. Ooh, it needs more sugar. Definitely need more sugar. But this is going to be a get ready with me. So I think I found the perfect summer foundation technique and combination. So I've already moisturized my skin using my Nivea Men's Post to Shave Balm. And then I prime using my Boots No. 7 Beautifully Matte Makeup Base. And this, I wore it yesterday with my foundation in the video where I did the Desi Perkins Snapchat Flower Crown inspired makeup. I had that foundation on since like, what time did I put it on? 7 or 8 a.m. something early in the morning until I did that video, which was literally 12 hours later, and I only had to blot once. So this primer, if you have oily skin, you can find No. 7 products at Target and you can find them at Ulta. I know those two places carry them for sure, but this Beautifully Matte Makeup Base is amazing, and it also has salicylic acid in it, so it helps to treat breakouts, which I've been going through a few breakouts, and honestly, since my skincare update, they're almost all the way gone, which is perfect because I'm going to North Carolina tomorrow for a music Greek cookout thing, so I want to, be looking my best. I plan to take lots of pictures with people, just love spending time with my Greek fam. So let's go on to the makeup. Foundation today, what do I want to wear? Let's wear a Neutrogena one. Even though I'm not technically on my kick still. My healthy makeup kick, that I was doing. Let's wear a healthy skin one again. So I'm gonna wear the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Liquid Makeup, and this has SPF 20 in it. It's also an antioxidant blend, so it's good for the skin. And I'm gonna apply that using a damp beauty blender. This is the second part of the combination and technique that has made my makeup last in the heat. Using a beauty blender to apply my foundation, really pressing it into the skin. And this is really liquidy, so I can't even really hold a mirror. I'm just gonna go in, straight in. Go right in there. I might need to set a mirror up. But yeah. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Oh, making makeup last. So yeah, this primer and then using a beauty blender to really press the foundation into the skin. Major keys. Starting in the center of the face and also using as little foundation as possible. As you can see, I'm getting pretty decent coverage with just that little bit. I only had about a dime size amount, or a nickel, yeah. Oh gosh, and I just put too much. That's the only thing I don't hate about this, or that I hate about this, is that there's no pump. So it's quite messy. So I put some more to build up the coverage. And this is a really good skin tone match for me as well. I feel like this is basically a perfect match. The 135 Chesnut shade, that's what I'm wearing. But the Chesnut shade in general from Neutrogena really matches my skin. my undertone, my everything. Like, they're not too red at all. None of their foundations are too red for my skin. As you can see, oh, well, the sunscreen in it makes it look ashy on camera, but in real life, it is so perfect. The color is so perfect. But yeah, I have lots of foundation makeup videos to upload today while I'm at work about this new technique and just using a beauty blender to apply your foundation and how that primer works really well. And I think it's only like $11.99, $12.99. It's less than $15. So it is on a little bit more expensive for the drugstore side, but it's way less than buying the Becca, you know? And it works really, really good. All right. So I'm doing a rather simple look today. Rather, I was about to say basic, but basic isn't a bad thing. I don't think it's necessarily a good thing. I feel like basic just means like plain, simple. So I guess you could say I'm going to do a basic look. Alright, so I'm just going to make sure that I clean off my foundation bottle. Because like I said, this does spill out quite easily. And you can see that this gave really, really good coverage. I feel like it's a medium plus coverage. Medium full-ish. I feel like it covers everything. So full coverage, I don't know, if you apply a thin layer, it's like medium, straight medium. But if you did like 2 layers like I did and really go in, then you can get full coverage. Yeah, I really like the way it looks on the skin too. Alright, so now we need to set this with powder. And I think I'm actually going to use a translucent powder today. And I'm going to use my black Opal Invisible Oil blocking powder, and I'm going to use my beauty blender to apply this as well. This is kind of one reason I like using the black beauty blender, because I can actually see it better on my beauty blender. With the pink one, it's like, and especially since this is translucent, I can kind of see it, but then I'm not sure if it's on there. But I'm going to use this beauty blender to press the powder into my skin, into the foundation, to really set it in there, lock it in there. And I noticed that with this technique, my makeup lasts really, really long as well. I'm focusing on my most oily areas first. And I'm using a translucent powder because I don't want to alter the shade and the tone of the makeup. I might need to open up my new one of this. I feel like this process does take a little bit longer, but kind of makes sense. You spend a little bit more time setting your makeup and locking it in. It lasts a little bit longer for you throughout the day. Tomorrow marks the 1-week mark of me living in this new apartment. I've had 3 guests so far. Sarah came over last night. I used to live with Sarah at the other place. Yeah, my coffee needs a little bit more sugar. You know, I like my coffee pretty sweet. I tell people I like my coffee and my tea like I like my men sweet. I usually put I honestly put normally 3 tablespoons of sugar and 2 tablespoons of creamer. That's usually my combination. Notice I said tablespoons, not teaspoons, but I used a teaspoon. And I only put 3 teaspoons, so I really need to do 4 teaspoons. I think that will like even it out. Maybe. I don't know the exact measurements. Alright, so I'm really digging in this powder to really get it out of here because I've hit pan on it, of course. I've hit pan, I feel like, on everything that I have because I'm really trying to use everything up before I buy more. Like, I've been really good lately about not overbuying makeup and products. I did order a palette a couple days ago, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Renaissance palette. That's just because I love all her palettes and I'm kind of a collector of those. We'll say I'm a collector of those. I have all of them except 2 of the Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes. I just love her shadows. Like, they're just awesome. So, and I really like the colors of that one. So I really wanted to own it myself. Okay. So you notice I set mostly the center of my face with that. So now I'm going to go in with one that matches a powder that matches my skin tone. And I'm just going to use not that. I'm going to use Black Radiance Milk Chocolate Finish, and I'm going to use the butt part again. I'm just going to go over my face even more with powder, just really pressing it into the skin. I'm going to overlap a little bit, but this is just to really make sure that everything is nice and set. Like, I don't want it to go anywhere. And I want to stay as matte as I can for as long as possible. But this foundation has like a nice skin-like healthy glow to it. So it's not super matte, but it's not dewy. I wouldn't even call it satin. It's like mostly matte. Demi-matte? Is that a good word? But yeah, I'm just going in and setting basically everywhere else. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. And then we're going to keep it moving. Really making sure to set my eyelids because we're going to be using a kind of cream textured eyeshadow from ColourPop. The one that I've been looking for, that I've been talking about, Gameface. It's like an orangey bronze color. I've been really into that sort of color lately. And I really want to wear that eyeshadow today, so that's what we're going to do. But overall, I'm going to do a really simple makeup look. I'm just going to extra secure down here around the jaw because that's where I usually get transfer. If I get transfer onto anything, it's from the jaw area. So yeah, now this foundation is locked in. We've got our primer. We applied it with our beauty blender to really press it into the skin, and we used our powder to press. And we use a beauty blender to press the powder into the skin. So now that is like the three things that I suggest if you really want your foundation to stay in the summer. Use a mattifying primer, use a beauty blender to apply as minimal amount of foundation as possible, and then use your beauty blender to apply the powder to your face. And I'll have a video where I show how I do highlighting powder and like really chisel out my face, but today I'm going for more natural look, and it feels so good too. Like, I don't really feel like I have on makeup when I use this technique, and sometimes I end up scratching my face and forgetting that I have makeup on. That happened to me yesterday. Okay. Moving on, we're going to highlight, and I'm going to use kind of a drugstore palette, a palette from BH Cosmetics to help do this look. This is the Missy Lynn palette. I'm considering getting the Shan XO and the Carly Bible palette. But I don't know yet. Honest, I have nothing against them. It may sound like I was salty towards them or something. I have nothing against them. I actually love both of them, and I watch and I'm subscribed to both of them. I'm just not sure if I want to spend the money on those palettes. You know, because I like to collect Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes, not BH Cosmetics collaborations with YouTubers palettes. I especially bought this one because I'm supporting a black woman. That's another reason why I'm like, do I really want to buy the Shan XO and the Carly Bible palette? No offense. No offense. I have nothing against white women, but as a black woman, you know, I was like, I have to support Missy Lynn because she's black and I'm black. You know what I mean? You know what? Yeah. Okay, yeah. So, anyways, I'm going to use my e.l.f. complexion brush and we're going to highlight the face a little bit, something I haven't really been too into. And to do this, I'm going to go into the rose gold side. Y'all see how pigmented that is? I'm not even going to knock off the excess. Let's just go for it. Do 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 do. I hear that call. Do 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 do. The best of all. We stand for right. The red and white are colors that float on high. But best of all, we love that call. Do 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 of SAI. Sig Alpha Iota SAI. Hail to the pipes of pan so bright. Hail to the... Are those the right words? I haven't looked at the lyrics to the whistle song in a long time, but that's our whistle song. You're supposed to whistle the part do 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 do, but I can't really whistle. So I just go do 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 do. Look how pretty that is. So pretty on the skin. I'm also going to be using one of these eyeshadows as a blush. We're really going to be using this palette today for my look because I'm feeling kind of lazy, kind of basic. And this palette's a perfect like traveling palette. It's a perfect go-to palette if you like neutral looks. And then if you want to spice it up with some purple, you can do that too. I won't be using any of the purples today. I'll be using all the more neutral shades. So still applying this highlighter to the face. And we're gonna throw some up here. So my friend, okay, so the power went out last night. That's what I wanted to tell you guys about. I was thinking, what do I want to talk to them about? Let's get ready with me. So the power went out last night. First time for the power going out while I was living here. And I was talking to some other people that live here from college, you know, that live in Rock Hill, not where I live, but, you know, across town. I was like, do you have power? Like, no, we have no power. And one of my friends told me that the most recent power outages that we've had in Rock Hill have been caused by snakes. I don't know how. I don't understand that. So if you know anything about that, if you're an electrician or a electric engineer, can you please explain to me below how snakes can cause power outages? Because that's like the third one in a month. And literally ain't nobody got time for that. Like, you know, the game was on, my mom told me, the finals, Golden State versus somebody. Like, people, I know people were mad they couldn't watch that game. You know what I'm saying? I don't even have a TV, but I'm sad for those people that they couldn't enjoy their TV. Like, what if I were cooking, though? I would have been sad about that. If I had been cooking, but literally I was just sitting here, chilling, waiting on Sarah. Oh, I was putting clothes away. That's specifically what I was doing when the power went out. Trying to get my room organized. But I don't have any dressers, so I have like clothes all over the place. It's bad in there. Like, it's real bad. Alright, so we're done highlighting, as you can see. And then we're going to use this orangey shade. We're going to use that as a blush. And I'm going to use the brush I used yesterday to apply blush. This is a BH Cosmetics 113 brush. I'm just going to go straight into it. It's actually the perfect size for this. Go into this orange kind of shadow. Do, 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 do. Yeah, I got a lot done yesterday. Like, I did laundry, like 3 loads of laundry. Like, it was a very productive day so that I can have a relaxed Saturday and then back to work Sunday. But then I have the 10th through 13th off. Praise him. I requested those days off. because I'm not sure if I'm going to be taking a trip for Founders Day or what I plan to do for that. So I'm starting to get warm because I'm drinking that coffee. It's actually not that bad without the added sugar. I think I was just in shock at first. Y'all probably are like, why don't you have diabetes yet? My family wonders the same thing because I put so much sugar in my coffee, and I really do love coffee. I put a lot of sugar in my tea too. Not as much as in my coffee, but you know, I like my sugar. I like it sweet. So now we have a nice kind of orange glow to the cheeks. Yes, orange glow. I'm not going to do any contouring. I guess you could say I'm non-touring, which is so silly. What's his name? Wayne? I forget his last name. Or Wayne. Wayne. If you follow a lot of YouTubers, you probably follow him. Wayne Goss, that's his name. He talked about this whole new trend that's coming up called non-touring. Do you see how this is a great color match? That orange is kind of natural, and the glow, everything's pretty natural right now. Alright, so let's move on because it's 6:16 and I'm not dressed yet, and I didn't do my hair yet, but I'm just probably going to put a headband on, honestly. I think I left my brow products in my bathroom. I'll be right back. Or not. Where did they go? Oh, I found them. I must have taken them out. Alright, so going on to the brows. Actually, I'm going to do brows and mascara off camera. I actually might do them at work. Let's do the important stuff because this is for you guys. Even though I need to get ready, it's more for you. So we finished up the face, the skin. So we're going to move on to the eyes. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take that color that we used for our blush, we're going to apply that into the crease with a fluffy brush. Ooh, if I can find it. There it is, there it is. And I washed my brushes yesterday, so they're all nice and clean, which makes me happy. So that orange shade, we're going to apply that in the crease as like a transition color. So I'm using windshield wiper motions to just get that color in there. And let me go ahead and take out my mascara. I already got my brow products ready to go with me. And I'm really building it up so you can really see that it's orange and how beautiful it is. Because it is a really nice shade from this palette. And I've just really been into orange this summer, this year really. I've just been loving orange makeup. And it's just like a nice warm color that's great for the crease and the transition area. Alright, so after you get that color in your crease, as you can see, make sure it's well blended. This side's a little not as blended. So I'm just going to keep going over and over it until I feel like it's really well blended. Then you're going to go into the brown shade, which I've hit pan on. I think that's the only one I've hit pan on. Yeah. This shade over here, and you're going to put that on the outer part of your crease. Just use the same brush. We're keeping it simple. And I'm focusing that on the outer crease area, the outer corner of my eye. And it doesn't have to be super dark. I just want a little bit more definition there. You probably won't even be able to see a difference on the computer. But I can see a difference in, I like saying real life. I normally say real life. In person, I can see the difference in person. Just adds a little bit of something, something. Ladies, leave your man at home. That song just like popped into my head. Jumping, jumping. Yeah, I would listen to Destiny's Child while I'm at work today. That'll be a nice throwback. Help me stay awake at work because sometimes the time literally is dragging on and on. But I have the second season of Kimmy Schmidt, The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, to watch. Have you seen that show? I have like mixed feelings about it. There's some really funny parts, but the parts I find funny aren't supposed to be the main funny parts. Does that make any sense? So I'm like enjoying it, but at the same time, if there was something else, like the season 2 of Jane the Virgin, like if that was on Netflix, I would definitely be watching that over The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. But it's not a bad way to spend my time at work. It's an interesting show. It is funny, but the parts that are funny to me aren't like the main funny parts. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so now it's time to do the lid. Thinking about that show has got me laughing inside. And the color I wanted to use is from ColourPop. I don't know why I gave y'all a finger. ColourPop Gameface. Oh my gosh, it's 6:20. I need to leave by 6:45. Literally, I just drive straight down the street and I'm at the school. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Yes. This is an ultra metallic super shock shadow from ColourPop. And the color Gameface. And the best way to apply these is with your finger. And this is what I'm going to apply on my lid. And it's a beautiful orangey bronze shade that looks super awesome on melanated peoples. It's 11:30 and the club is bumping, bumping, jumping, jumping. I don't know if my neighbors can hear me or not, but they probably think I'm crazy. And I'm really just focusing it on the lid. Really make sure that it's nice and opaque. Like so. You see I kind of left this part blank because it has that brown on it, which I can see but you guys can't really see. So I'm putting this kind of on 4/5 of my lid, 80% of my lid. In the last little 20% on the outer corner closest towards my ears, I'm not really putting any of this super shock shadow. But yeah, I really need to redo my nails. That's on my list of things to do. That's on the only thing left on my to-do list, actually. I did everything else. Can you believe it's June already? I know I feel like everyone's probably saying that, but the year is halfway over. This is the 6th month of the year. I guess technically the 7th month would be halfway, but you know what I mean. The year is basically halfway over. That means we have exactly 6 months and 1 day until I turn 24. My birthday is December 4th. I kind of want to go out of the country because I'll be graduating from college and turning 24. And hopefully I'll have a whole bunch of money saved up. Well, if I don't go out of the country, I at least want to go to Hawaii and visit my closest friends because that's where they still live, other than Jessica, who lives in DC. All right. I just need to make sure that this is opaque on this eye. That I'm not missing any spots. But yeah, it's 6:25. We need to get it moving, popping. But yeah, that's the color I wanted to use for the lids. That's what I was really excited for. It's so pretty. I feel like it just adds so much to the look. So now we need to work on our bottom lash line and our inner corner highlight. I'm going to put this, you just want to make sure you close the lids tight on these. Put this back. I have excess shadow on my finger. Look at that. That's so pretty. I feel like I should swatch it somewhere. Swatch it on my hand. I'll just go to work with swatches. You see that? So pretty. So I'm just going to rub this on my hand. Okay. So I just like spread that out on my hand. Okay, bottom lash line, inner corner. I'm getting distracted. Going back to the Missy Lynn palette. For our inner corner, we are going to use that same highlight color. If I can find the brush I like to use. Where it at? Ooh. We're just going to use a pointed brush. This is from BH Cosmetics. It's their 118. It's very pointy. We're going to use that to apply that highlight corner to our inner corners. I think it really looks nice with the look, complements everything that we've got going on. And then for the lower lash line, we're going to use another color from the palette. Y'all, please pray for my scores. I still haven't gotten them back from that test I took. I may need to take it one more time, but let's pray I pass the first try. Maybe I'll get them back today. I don't know. Alright, our inner corners are highlighted with the same brush. I'm not even going to wipe it off. I'm going into this bronzy shade from the palette right here. Upper middle eyeshadow. And I'm going to apply this to the bottom lash line. And it's just like a nice bronzy shade, more bronzy brown than bronzy orange, like the lid. It's very pretty, and this brush is applying it very well. And last but not least is lips. Like I said, I'm going to do mascara and brows off camera. The mascara I'm going to use is my Urban Decay Perversion, you guessed it. And my brows are just a black and brown eyeliner pencil. I don't do anything special to my brows. I'm also making sure that I get this in my waterline. This bronzy color because it looks really good. Do you see that? Boom. Now my eyes are tearing up a little bit. But like I said, just mascara and brows. So I'm going to show you the lip color I plan to wear today. Which I'm not even sure myself what that is going to be. I've been very into orange lips and nude lips this summer. So let's do a nude lip. I'm gonna wear the color Rose Femme from Milani. It's number 42. Hopefully you can see that. It's like a mauve nude color. It's really pretty. And it looks so scary on camera, but it looks so good in real life. Or in person, I should say. You see that highlight though? Y'all. So I think we should call this look, I don't know, Bronze Goddess. It is very bronzy, orangey. I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. Of course, it's going to look a lot better with mascara and eyebrows. So yeah, if you want to see the completed look, definitely check me out on my Snapchat and my Instagram at ohsoberrysaxy. Again, thank you for watching. Thanks for your support. And you guys have a wonderful weekend. See you in the next video. Bye, YouTube.